Jason Sudeikis addresses criticisms of Ted Lasso Season 3. After Seasons 1 and 2 of the Apple TV Plus were acclaimed, Ted Lasso Season 3 elicited more mixed response. Common criticisms included issues taken with the increased episode lengths, how Keely Jones' Juno Temple arc was handled, the arguably rushed redemption of Nathan Shelley, Nick Mohammed, and the core cast becoming too scattered in the narrative. There were also criticisms voiced about how certain characters' stories concluded in Ted Lasso Season 3's ending. In the new book Believe, the untold story behind Ted Lasso, the show that kicked its way into our hearts by Jeremy Egner, via TV Line, Sudeikis candidly voiced his distaste for the Season 3 criticisms. He emphasized that this backlash is rooted in viewers choosing to be judgmental instead of being curious, which is the opposite of a mantra that Ted has in the series. Sudeikis also explains how the critics overlooked the themes of the ending. Check out his comments below. For Sudeikis, the Ted Lasso Season 3 criticisms do not impact his relationship with the show or its legacy. He views the backlash as a blatant misunderstanding of the Apple TV Plus series and the lessons it teaches, including a rejection of one of Ted's most important teachings. Sudeikis has made it clear in the past that he intended for the series to be 3 seasons and that he and his creative collaborators completed the story that they set out to tell, and his latest comments highlight that the criticisms have not changed his stance on this at the same time. The ongoing discussions and widespread enthusiasm about Ted Lasso Season 4 happening indicate that the majority of the audience remains more curious than judgmental about the series continuing. Beyond a direct continuation, the series finale also provided setup for potential spin-offs, including one following Keely and Rebecca Welton, Hannah Waddingham, starting an AFC Richmond women's team. Sudeikis is satisfied with the story he told, but an expansion of the series is still possible, especially with Apple TV Plus' interest in seeing the success continue. Our take on Jason Sudeikis' comments. He deserves to be defensive about the show. Ted Lasso, Jason Sudeikis, leaning over the back of a seat on the plane in the pilot. Even though Ted Lasso Season 3 is not as strong as Seasons 1 and 2, it still provided a mostly satisfying ending. Sudeikis has every right to be proud of what he and his team accomplished and to be defensive of it. Ted Lasso's cast of characters made a lasting impression, and as Sudeikis explained, they all ended the series in a better place than where they started. There are certain elements of Ted Lasso's final season that could have been handled better, but the character development and themes ended in a mostly rewarding way.